Perkenalkan, nama saya Hasan Nurofi. Saya mahasiswa semester 6 Prodi PAI UIN Profesor Kiai Haji Saifuddin Zuhri Purwokerto.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Umi Kulsum. You can call me Umi. I'm a student from the campus of the state Professor Kiai Haji Saifuddin Zuhri Purwokerto. I'm from Islamic Religion Education Study Program.
Halo semua, perkenalkan, nama saya Anggi Putri Presdani Tias. Saya dari Program Studi Pendidikan Agama Islam semester 6 Universitas Islam Negeri Profesor Kiai Haji Saifuddin Zuhri Purwokerto. Kecerdasan buatan atau yang biasa dikenal sebagai Artificial Intelligence merupakan suatu bagian dari ilmu komputer yang membuat agar mesin atau komputer dapat mengerjakan pekerjaan seperti dan sebaik yang dikerjakan oleh manusia.
Berkembangnya teknologi AI di dunia memunculkan beberapa manfaat, di antaranya pertama, menghemat waktu, kedua, meningkatkan produktivitas, yang ketiga, meminimalisir kesalahan manusia, yang keempat, otomatisasi tugas berulang, serta yang kelima atau yang terakhir, meningkatkan taraf hidup manusia.
The widespread use of AI in education has positive and negative impact, both directly and indirectly. One of the positive impacts of using AI in education is that it can replace repetitive and routine human tasks. For example, in learning such as the process of correcting and assessing student learning outcomes, but besides that, there are negative impacts, one of which is making teacher and students more lazy. This happens because most of the activities have been done automatically by AI.
So to start with, artificial intelligence is a big thing nowadays, and it's widely used pretty much in every sphere of our life. And since education is a very important part of everyone's life, I would say that I tend to believe that the implementation of artificial intelligence there is inevitable. And that's why the question for me is not whether it should or should not be implemented. The question is more about how to do it correctly, how to do it wisely, etc. So I want to say that obviously we can see many undoubtable advantages. Just to name a few, it can potentially make education more personalized. What I mean that the use of artificial intelligence may allow students to study study with the pace which is comfortable for them and adjust study plan according to their needs, which is very important. And also it can reduce the workload because some repetitive tasks that take a lot of time for teachers currently can be automated. At the same time, there are a lot of disadvantages that has to be managed somehow. So the one that I see is again related to job market, and we can expect the unemployment rate to just skyrocket, which is a huge problem. Also, it can be very expensive, and even like the implementation of artificial intelligence in the countries that are developed countries, European countries, or the US, it's going faster than in countries like India, Russia, or Indonesia, because it is expensive and it creates some inequality. Also, currently, we are not on the level where artificial intelligence can replace the teachers, so some supervision is still needed, and it's still somewhere in the trial process. At the same time, I see a lot of potential, I see a lot of opportunities. Just with like as I've started, the question is how to do it correctly, how to take it slowly, take our time to implement it, and that's what we have to talk about. That's what bothers me.
So, that's the response from forex student about the utilization of AI technology in educational digitalization. Hopefully helpful, and thank you. Bye. See you.